Hi everyone, you're very welcome to Classic English Academy Plus. I am Bob and it is another session with another great topic. We need all these informations and topics to talk a lot more fluently. Well, today's topic, the effects of the music, the sounds of the music. This is going to help us to speak about the effects of something. We really need to have the ability to describe a lot of things in the real world as well as exams. Let's get in. All right, this is story 12. Well, in fact, we are going to have a great topic today. The sound of music. I believe that many people are interested to listen to music in their free time. I sometimes see students are reading and listening to the music at the same time, which I believe is not a good idea. But let's read the effects of the music. Where did you go yesterday? Did you hear music at any of those places? There is a chance that you did. Today, most stores and restaurants play music. You might even hear music in an office or on a farm. Scientists believe that music affects the way people behave. According to some scientists, the sound of Western classical music, Mozart and Bach, makes people feel richer. When a restaurant plays classical music, people spend more money on food and drinks. When the restaurant plays modern music, people spend less money. With no background music, people spend even less. Scientists also believe that loud, fast music makes people eat faster. People actually chew their food faster when the music gets faster. Some restaurants play fast music during their busy hours. This gets people to eat faster and leave quickly. Restaurants can make more money this way. Some scientists think that music makes you think and learn better. People say that music helps students to be more alert. It is true that people learn better when they are relaxed, and listening to music can help you relax. The next time you hear music somewhere, be careful. It might change the way you behave. This is perfect. Yes, I already, in fact, knew that the music has got very, very deep effects on our behavior. Did you know that? If you do, or if you did, write it in my comments. Write it to me. What do you feel when you listen to music? Okay, it can be a question in any international English examinations. Maybe one of your friends asks such a kind of a thing. You are an elementary student, an elementary learner. Okay, you're going to improve the way that you like to speak about different things, as well as the effects of some of the things, the effects of the music when you are angry or you are sad or you are happy. Somehow it makes you calm. Okay, somehow you become relaxed. Nice. Oh, let's see what we have in this topic, because there are a lot of important tips and information. Do you remember WH question? Yes, here. The first part and the helping verb. HV, do you remember? Helping verb. After that, we have MV, main verb. So, the HV shows us the question as well as the tense of the verb when it happened. It happened in the past. Look at it here. Did is a question without a WH question. So we have two different forms of the question. Number one, WH question. Number two, well, helping verbs questions. We can make a lot of different helping verbs questions, like did, can or could, may, will or would, and a lot of different other ones. Did you hear music at any of those places? The preposition here is at for any. Do you remember when we are talking about a story? We need to come up the story and start the sentence with there in English language. It is very popular structure. And we also had a lesson according to this topic. There is a, because we have one thing, we have is here. There is a good chance that you did. Did is trying to show a shortened phrase of the verb, of the previous sentence verb. Did you hear? Do you remember? We do not need to repeat it. We have a helping verb here. Today, most stores, when you say most, it's an adverb. We need to make the nouns plural. Stores, S. And restaurants, S again. Play music. You might even, this is the emphatic. We are trying to emphasize on the verb. We can use even to emphasize on a lot of different things, as well as verbs, of course. You might even hear music in an office, in a good preposition for office, on a good preposition for farm. Look at it here. Yes, on a farm, in an office. You are going to take some notes about the prepositions according to the nouns that we usually use them. Great. It says scientists believe that music affects. Music is an uncountable noun. It is an uncountable noun, so we need to say the verb with S. Of course. The way people behave affects the way people behave. It is a verb, of course. It is MV, main verb. According to some scientists, it is a phrase. We are going to separate the phrase with a comma with the rest of the sentence. Most of the time, we have such a kind of phrases because we are going to emphasize, concentrate, focus on that. We are going to talk about that, so we really need to say it. The sound of something, like Western classical music, Mozart and Bach. So the sounds makes, where does this S come from? It comes from the sound. The sound is an uncountable noun. Makes the verb, yes, for a singular verb, makes people feel richer. Richer, ER. When a restaurant plays classical music, people spend more money on. This is an idiom, of course. Spend time on. Spend money on. Food and drinks. There are two nouns. Food is an uncountable noun, but drink is a countable noun. We have S and we can put S. Here we have full stop. When the restaurant plays modern music, okay, the when part separates from the other part with a comma in the middle. When we have when in the beginning, we have a comma in the middle of the sentence. People spend less money. We can say this sentence in a different way. People spend less money when the restaurant plays modern music. But when you put when in the middle of the sentence, you do not need comma again, because the when acts like a conjunction and the comma at the same time. With no background music, it is a phrase. We have another sentence. People spend even less. So even is in fact emphasizing on the adverb. We use the even on the verb the first time. The second time is here. We use even on some other things like nouns or adverbs if it is necessary. It's very important to use even in different sentences and places. Scientists also comes before the main verb to shows something happening in addition to something. Scientists also believe that loud, fast music makes music is one. Okay, we have 1, 2 here. Makes people eat faster. Fast music makes people eat faster. Faster, ER. People actually, yes, it is somehow emphasizing, chew their food faster when the music gets faster. When, you see? Some restaurants play fast music during their busy hours. This gets people, yes, after get people. It is an idiom, of course, okay? It is a kind of a structure as well as an idiom. Get people to get faster. Get people to eat faster. And leave quickly. Quickly is the adverb of manner. It shows how the verb leave happens. Quickly is synonym to fast. We do not have fastly. It is very special. Restaurants can make more money this way. So this is a method for some restaurants. They play fast music. We chew our food fast and leave the restaurants, make the seats empty for the next guests and customers. Yes. Some scientists think that music makes you think, not to think, be careful, and learn. There are two things. Better. We can say worse here. Some people believe that, yes, music makes you think and learn worse. It is opposite. Sometimes I'm talking about opposite words, like nouns, like adjectives, like verbs or adverbs, as well as important tips and sentences. Sometimes we have two different sentences, they are opposite. but they are not one single word. They say that music, yes, is uncountable noun. We have s for present simple to the verb. Students to be more alert. Yes, so helps somebody to be or to do something. It is an idiom, of course, here. It is true that. Do not say it is correct that. Say it is true that. People learn better when they are relaxed. It is an idiom to be relaxed, to be annoyed. Look at this one. Can you look it up? What does mean annoyed? I am annoyed. And listening to music can help you relax. Yes, of course, we have a helping verb. And then we have a main verb. So the main verb here does not like to have s. No, we do not have s here because we have the helping verb. Do you remember this? It is the word order. Beginning of these sessions in the grammar. Unit 1-2. Okay, lesson 1-2. The next time you hear music somewhere, okay, it is talking. Be careful. It is imperative. It is ordering something. Be careful. It might change the way you behave. Oh, great. You really need to reread and rewrite the paragraphs and put things like the things that we have here in order to express, to describe something like the effects. What do you think about music? Oh yeah, this is going to talk about something like music and its effects. Do you like it? You say, do you like it? When do you usually listen to music, huh? When do you usually listen to music? Does it help? For instance, you say, when I am angry or when I am really sad, I love to listen to music. And your friend or the examiner in examinations ask you, what do you think? Does it work? Does it make a change? What do you feel after that? Do you think it is important to listen to music? Do you think that it is important to teach an instrument in the school? Or we need to go for private classes or any classes to learn how to play music, an instrument, a musical instrument? Well, it is probably be a or some of questions. Be a question or some of the questions, because you are going to, are asked different things. So you must think beforehand, write about them, try to correct and expand your idea and thinking. Every day you need to talk about things longer, better and better. Try to connect different things. From now on, you're going to get control. When you start writing, okay, from that time, you're going to get control. You are self-confidence. Your self-confidence is going to improve, expand, and you really feel it. This is going to be very, very interesting, very, very important at the same time. Okay, please write for me in the comments what you think about the time when you listen to music. Have a great time. Till next session. Take a lot of care. Bye.